Hi folks, welcome to the Yoga Wild YouTube channel. My name is Casey. I use the pronouns she, her, and this is a slow flow. Personally, I think a slow flow is an excellent practice for a variety of levels or experience. If you are brand new or a beginner, we move slow so you don't have to know all of the poses. If you are a seasoned practitioner, we move slow so you feel all of the poses. If you are new to our channel, please take a moment to subscribe or maybe even hit the bell to receive notifications. It is June 2020 and it is Pride Month. Each June, Pride is celebrated to honor the Stonewall Riots. On June 28, 1969, members of the New York City gay community, most of whom were transgender, united against routine police intimidation and raids and overpowered the police. This inspired activist groups from around the world with the common goal of creating safe spaces for queer people to come together and be themselves. My intention for this class is to use our yoga practice to help build compassion. These postures and mindfulness meditation techniques can all be an effective way to potentially gain peace with your body and mind, and this is a way to grow compassion not just with yourself but with others. And I think it is important to acknowledge my identity. I am a straight cisgender female, so I'm not speaking from lived experience. I am just offering up from shared experiences of friends, articles and books that I've read, and trainings I've participated in to be an effective ally and accomplice. For class tonight, a couple of blocks might come in handy, and then find something that you could use for a strap. So maybe you have a strap or a tie or a dish towel. That might be helpful, and we'll get started in a comfortable seat. So that might look cross-legged. Maybe you're on a chair. I'm sitting on a block. I like a little extra height. That might work for you as well. And as you find your tall seat, maybe take a little time to move or sway, shift, get any wiggles out, and then settle into stillness. Maybe close your eyes or just start to find a soft gaze down. Start to just pay attention to your breath. And take an opportunity to feel grounded here. So pay attention to where you connect to the floor, the ground, or your chair. Feel the pressure of the surface beneath you against your body. Throughout class, I will offer up a Metta meditation, a loving kindness meditation. And this mindfulness technique can be used to not only feel compassion for yourself, but for others, maybe even people you haven't met. So as you begin here, you could always keep your hands on your lap, or maybe bring one palm to your heart, one hand to your belly. You could always connect to your body. And in your mind, think, may I be happy. May I be healthy. May I be safe. May I be peaceful and at ease. And continue that. May I be happy. May I be healthy. May I be safe. May I be peaceful and at ease. And this is just my variation of this compassion meditation. If there's a word or two that really stand out to you, feel free to just stick with those, repeat those in your mind, but we'll be here for about 7 to 10 more breaths. Anytime you feel distracted by sensation in your body, by a thought or a sound, come back to your meditation. May I be happy. May I be healthy. May I be safe. May I be peaceful and at ease. And we'll start to add in just some gentle movement. So as you inhale, lift your heart up, really open your shoulders wide, maybe even turn your chin up. Exhale, tuck your chin into your chest, round your upper back, spread your shoulder blades, and lean back a little. Continue like that. Inhale, cow spine, maybe a big shoulder roll to lift your heart up. Exhale, cat spine, draw your heart in, round. You can even hold onto your knees, maybe even rock back. A few more. Inhale. I encourage you to move slow. Take long, full, even breaths in and out. If you want to add some head or neck rolls or just a side to side, feel free. This is a slow flow. If you have a regular vinyasa practice, your habit energy might be causing a little frustration or anxiety at times, wanting to move faster. I invite you to acknowledge that and just stay with this slower breath. Come back to your tall spine. And then find your strap or whatever prop you're going to use. We're going to really target on creating space in our chest and shoulders. So find a grip with your strap. The wider your hands are, a little bit more space and accessibility. You can always bring your hands closer together. I encourage you to maybe just start wider and see what feels right for you. With your hands on your legs, inhale, reach your hands up. Exhale, bring your hands back and maybe even down, just an option. Inhale, lift up. Exhale. So continue like this, moving with your breath. You can always come back to your Metta meditation. May I be happy. May I be healthy. May I be safe. May I be peaceful and at ease. And as you take a few more rounds, this meditation doesn't have qualifiers. It's not may I be happy when this happens. May I be peaceful if this happens. It just is. May I be happy. May I be healthy. May I be safe. May I be peaceful and at ease. So the next time you inhale, lift your hands up. Stay in that sticky space. So that space that you're kind of, excited to get past or through, and breathe here. Come back to whatever you're rooted to, the ground, your chair, a block. Feel the bony bits of your sit bones press down. Notice the connection of your surface to your body. Maybe come back to your meditation, all the while breathing. And then you can take a pass back and around. We'll add in a little side stretch. So you can always shake out your shoulders, take a rest anytime you need. And when you're ready, inhale, lift your hands up, pause here, and with your exhale, lean to your right. And as you lean to your right, we'll stay on the right side for just a little bit. You might kind of twist your chest up and open. And as we linger here, pay attention to your body, especially if you've had shoulder injury or shoulder stuff going on. Maybe your movement is small. Maybe you just set the strap or prop down and lean to your right. Then inhale, reach up. Exhale, lean to your left. Same thing. Maybe you have the prop and you're kind of twisting, moving, checking your range of motion. Where are you feeling really tight? This is all about being present and mindful in this moment. Maybe you've just let the strap be and feel this big side body stretch, all the while breathing. We'll take that side to side. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, lean to your right. Stretch, stretch, stretch. Inhale, center. Exhale, lean to your left. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. You can relax your hands down for a moment, maybe take some shoulder rolls. You can take it one at a time. Okay, we're going to stay with our shoulder opening a little bit longer, this time adding in a twist. So inhale, reach your hands up, draw your navel in, keep your spine long, and as you exhale, twist to your right. So your twist might not be very much, and that's okay, because our hips are staying forward facing. You're just twisting from your chest. And many of us might feel really tight in the upper back and the thoracic spine, so that can impact how far you open, and that's okay. Inhale. Exhale, twist to your left. So we're kind of getting all around the heart space, recognizing this 360 area, front, back, and sides. We'll keep that attention throughout class as well. Stay rooted, draw your belly up and in, maybe even turn your gaze to your left or behind you. We'll take that side to side. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, twist to your right. Inhale. Exhale. And as we take that one more time each side, for a little bit more sensation, you can start to pull your hands apart. So as you twist, it's like your hands are reaching to the opposite sides of the room or your space. Inhale. Exhale. Good. And then go ahead and lower your prop off to the side. Come back to your seat. And I invite you to stay here for just 3 to 5 breaths. Maybe you start to feel some tingling sensation in your chest and shoulders. Maybe you come back to your meditation. And there's no hurry, but when you're ready, we'll meet tabletop. So make your way to your hands and knees. And for tabletop, stack your shoulders over your wrists, your hips over your knees. Your spine and neck are long. Inhale, cow pose. Drop your belly, lift the crown of your head and your tailbone up. So really draw your shoulder blades together and lift your head. Exhale, cat pose. Tuck your tailbone, so it's like your tailbone is pointing to the backs of your knees. Draw your navel up and then tuck your chin in tight to your chest. Continue like that. Inhale, cow pose. Exhale, cat pose. And as you move with your breath, again, moving slowly through these postures, if you ever want to linger anywhere, add some extra movement, try to keep some physical awareness, again, on your heart space, the front, sides, and back. Inhale, tabletop. Exhale, child's pose. Option to bring your knees wide, sink your hips back to your heels, crawl your fingertips forward. Spread your fingers wide, and then connect your forehead to your mat or the ground. As you take a few breaths here, feel supported by the earth. Notice the places you connect, the surface beneath you to your body. Long, slow breaths. And walk your palms in slightly. We'll try on thread the needle here from child's pose. So often when I teach this, we're in tabletop, but I'm inviting you to keep your hips back further on your heels. Keep your left hand grounded. Inhale, reach your right hand high, open arm twist. So similar to when we were seated, this might not be a big twist, and that's okay. If you're like me, I feel a lot of effort just trying to open into the twist. And as you look up, maybe to your right thumb, inhale. Exhale, thread the needle, slide your right hand under your left arm and lower your right shoulder to your mat. And it might not connect, that's okay. You can stay here propped up by your left hand or lower your right shoulder down. You could even turn your gaze to your left. Maybe bring your left fingertips out toward the top of your mat. A few breaths here. And really feel that. Feel your inhale in your body in this shape. Feel your exhale. Good. And we'll come out slowly, the same way we went in. Maybe bring your left hand in slightly, press into the earth. Inhale, open arm twist, reach your right hand up. Exhale, lower your right hand down. We'll take that on the other side. So really press into your right hand, open arm twist, reach your left hand high. Draw your shoulder blades together, open your chest. Maybe even turn your gaze up towards your left thumb. Inhale. Exhale, thread the needle, slide your left arm under. So as you settle in on this side, if you live in a tight body, your hips might be lifted away from your heels, and that's okay too. Maybe just see what it feels like to reach your left arm under or lower your left shoulder down. And one side might feel more or less accessible. That's not uncommon. Just pay attention to your body today and offer up your loving kindness meditation, your compassion. And slowly make your way out. Press into your right hand. Inhale, open arm twist, reach your left hand up. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, tabletop. Make your way to your hands and knees. Exhale, downward facing dog. Tuck your toes under, lift your hips up, and then take a little time to pedal your feet. Settle in, Adho Mukha Svanasana. You can sway your hips side to side. Maybe raise and lower your heels. And then pay attention to the weight in your hands. Really try to press evenly through the thumbs and index fingers. Nod your head yes or shake it no. Just release tension from your neck and recognize where maybe you might be holding on to tension, and then try to soften or release. Inhale, shift forward, high plank. Option to keep your knees lifted or lower your knees to your mat. Draw your navel up and in, long in your spine, long in your neck. And then exhale, slowly lower all the way to your belly. Bend your elbows straight back. Keep your elbows in close to your sides and land soft. We'll take a few rounds of cow pose. So point your feet, anchor down in your hips. Hug your elbows in, and your hands are outside your ribs. Now really active and strong in your legs. Inhale, lift your chest. And for this first time, I invite you to hover your hands away. So you're using the strength of your back body to lift your chest. And then slowly lower your forehead down. This time, inhale, lift, cobra. So maybe keep your hands on your mat. And you can add a little press in with your hands. Maybe lift your chest away, low cobra. Or start to find a little bit more height. Now pay attention here. It's not like you're pressing all this might into your hands to lift you. Your hands are there more just as stabilizers. Feel the strength of your legs. Draw your navel up and in, and then lower your forehead down. So you can stay with either of those two options, or inhale, upward facing dog. Lift your chest. Engage your legs so much that your thighs hover away. Draw your shoulder blades together. Elevate the crown of your head. Inhale. Exhale, downward facing dog. You could roll over your toes, lower your knees, pass through tabletop or child's pose. We'll meet downward facing dog. Inhale, gaze to your hands. Exhale, bend your knees, step to the top of your mat for ragdoll. So for ragdoll, your first forward fold, I invite you to have a little space between your feet. You can bend your knees, maybe bring opposite hands to opposite elbows, add a little sway or movement. And just try to release or fold over your legs. From here, bring your left hand to your mat or a block. Add a bend into your left knee. Inhale, reach your right hand high. So we're moving back into this open arm twist. This time it might feel good to kind of add a little sway in your hips. Maybe that's a big stretch on the outer part of your right leg. But still draw your shoulder blades together. Maybe gaze up toward your right thumb. Inhale. Exhale, lower your right hand down. Switch sides. Base your right hand under your shoulder. You can add the bend in your left knee. Inhale, open arm twist. So option to reach your left hand high, or you could always just keep your hand on your hip if your shoulder feels sensitive tonight and you just want to respect that. Then open from your chest and still get this great twist and stretch. Inhale. Exhale, lower your hand down. Add a soft bend to your knees, tuck your chin to your chest, and slowly roll up to stand. Take your time. May I be happy. May I be healthy. May I be safe. May I be peaceful and at ease. And then you can roll out your shoulders. Maybe add a little stretch in your neck. We'll meet mountain pose Tadasana. So face your palms toward the front of your space. Spiral your thumbs away from your body and then draw your shoulder blades together. Get long through the back of your neck. And as you stand tall, pay attention to where your feet are rooted into the earth. And then press your palms together at heart center, or you could always just connect to your heart. Close your eyes or gaze to your fingertips. Now I will invite you to expand your loving kindness meditation, your Metta meditation, to someone that has been kind to you. So this doesn't have to be a close friend or a dear friend, just someone that maybe helped you out when you were in a jam, loaned you notes at school, helped you on a project at work. And I invite you to potentially think of someone through the lens of the LGBTQ community. And then offer your meditation, your compassion toward them. May you be happy. May you be healthy. May you be safe. May you be peaceful and at ease. And really try to visualize this person. Send out your compassion, your loving kindness. And then inhale, reach your hands high. Urdhva Hastasana, grow tall. Exhale, forward fold. So hands can be wide or they can pass through heart center. As you lower your hands down, maybe connect to the ground or to your blocks. Inhale, halfway lift, pause here. So think tabletop spine, long flat spine, draw your shoulder blades together and down your back. I usually keep a little bend in my knees. If you live in a tight body, that might work for you as well. Inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, reach your hands high, stand tall, Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, hands to your heart. Samasthiti, back to your dedication. So we'll flow through that half sun A, that half Surya Namaskar A, 2 more times, slow breath to slow movement. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, stand tall, Urdhva Hastasana, root through your feet. Exhale, hands to your heart, Samasthiti. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, stand tall, reach up. Exhale, hands to your heart. Take a few moments here standing. Notice how it feels to move in your body. Notice how it feels maybe to send out a dedication to someone else. Inhale, reach your hands high. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, chair pose, Utkatasana. Bend your knees, lift your chest, and settle in, fierce pose. So hands on hips, hands at your heart, or reach your fingertips toward the ceiling. Palms face in. And start to breathe. And we'll be here for a little bit, so you might start to feel shaking in your legs, some heat. And you get to discern whether this is a challenge that's good for you, or if at any time you need to straighten your legs, shake them out, and then join back in. Feel free. Notice where you might be like gripping or grasping. Are you feeling like a clenching in your toes? Maybe you're feeling it in your neck. If your arms are up, it might be in your shoulders. Recognize that tension and try to find a little ease. Offer a little peace to that part of your body. As you sink just a little deeper, inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Try to come out of your posture slowly. Lower your hands down. Inhale, halfway lift, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, step your left foot back, long stride, and lower your left knee down. So we'll settle in to a grounded lunge. Feel free to take a little time. You can kind of bend or pulse here. It might feel good to keep your hands grounded or on blocks. I like a little height, bringing the ground up to me. You could always bring your hands to your front thigh. We're here for about 5 more breaths. If you'd like to add a hamstring stretch, you can move back into half splits. Flex your right toes up toward the ceiling, really active in your right quad. Might feel good to kind of pulse back and forth a couple of times. And then we'll take a little stillness in your lunge. And just a reminder that you can always add a blanket under your knee. So if that doesn't feel good, especially if you're on a hard surface, you can always add a little cushion. Now squeeze your inner thighs together. Find a lift in your chest. Inhale, reach your hands high. Exhale, open arm twist. Reach your right hand back, left fingertips forward. So draw your shoulder blades together. Your hips are staying forward facing. We're not opening or twisting from the hips, really targeting that potentially tight upper back. From here, inhale, reach your left hand high and bring your right hand either to your left thigh or just your low back and start to sink into your hips. So if you're like me, that's a big, big stretch in front of my left hip, the left hip flexor. So sink into any degree that feels good. This is kind of still our warm-up. So take time to feel this pose on grounded because we will do it standing in a little bit. Maybe even gaze up. Inhale. Exhale, make your way back to forward fold slowly. Bring your hands to your mat or even to blocks. Step your left knee up. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step your right foot back. Big long stride first, and then lower your right knee down. Take time to settle in to your grounded lunge here. Hands on your mat or on blocks. And you don't have to stay linear, just forward and back. You can always kind of sway your hips side to side, see how that feels. So you're looking for sensation or stretch in your body. It's up to you whether you point your feet and press down through the top of your right foot or keep your toes tucked under. Maybe add that pulse forward and back with your half splits. Just moving with your breath. Slow transitions. You can always come back to your meditation. If you get distracted, may you be happy, may you be healthy, may you be safe, may you be peaceful and at ease. And then start to settle into your grounded lunge. With your front knee bent, start to engage a little bit so you're really active in your foundation. Inhale, reach your hands high. Exhale, open arm twist. Left hand back, right fingertips forward. And you can play with your gaze. You might feel more stable gazing forward, or you can test your balance by turning your gaze to the left or back toward your left hand. For here, we're going to try on our Exalted Warrior grounded first before we do it standing. So reach your right hand up. Left hand comes to your back leg, so opposite hand to leg, or just your low back, and sink into your hips. So this is a big stretch in my body through the right side and in front of my right hip. My left leg is super fired up. It's what's stabilizing me. And just recognize sensation that you are feeling. Inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Take your time, hands to blocks or your mat. Step your back foot up. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, reach your hands high. Stand tall, big stretch, up, up, up. Exhale, hands to your heart. Pause here. We're going to take our meditation. We're going to expand a little wider, a little challenging. I invite you to think of somebody that you have difficulty with. Now, this does not have to be your nemesis. This doesn't have to be like a painful person, but just someone that's a regular challenge or annoyance. Again, it could be a coworker, a partner. And I invite you again to maybe think through the lens of the LGBTQ community and offer out your compassion, your loving kindness. May you be happy, may you be healthy, may you be safe, may you be peaceful and at ease. We'll keep this dedication as we move into our sun bee variation. Open your eyes, inhale, reach up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, long spine. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, chair pose. Bend your knees, lift your chest, maybe reach your hands up. Exhale, forward fold, Uttanasana. Inhale, halfway lift, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, step your left foot back. So this time, keep your left knee lifted as you come into your lunge. Pause to make sure your feet are on 2 separate tracks. All 10 toes point forward. And then inhale, lift your chest, settle in, high lunge. It might be nice to kind of pulse a little bit. Your gaze can be forward. Just check that your right knee is tracking in line with your toes. And if this back knee lifted doesn't work for you today, know that you can always lower it down and it'll look similar to what we've already done. So sink into your hips, find a drishti or gazing point. Inhale. Exhale, open arm twist. Reach your right hand forward, left hand back, shoulder blades together. Inhale, exalted warrior. We did this grounded. Reach your left hand high, right hand to your back thigh or low back. Take a few breaths here standing. So again, find the location with your right hand that works for you. Big stretch through your left side. Really press in with your left big toe. Sink into your hips. Your gaze can be down or up. Inhale. Exhale, warrior 2. Spiral your back foot flat. Open your chest to your left and settle in. So you might want to make some adjustment to your feet. Feel free. Your feet are glued to where they were. Bend into your right knee. Maybe add a little pulse. Draw your shoulder blades together. So even though your legs might be drawing a lot of your attention, they're working hard. Stay present and mindful of your heart, front, sides, and back. Maybe open your arms wide like a T. Press through the outer edge of your left foot. Can you sink just a little deeper? Inhale, reverse warrior. Reach your right hand up. Option to stay here or add a little lean back as you breathe. Feel the stretch through your right side body. Draw your navel up and in. Stay committed to your lunge. That right knee might want to roll in. Keep it open. Inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Bring your hands down. Frame your front foot or come to blocks. Step your left foot up. Now that's a big long stride. If you take a few steps to get to forward fold, that's fine. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step your right foot back. Big long step back. Pause here. So take time to set your foundation. Check that you're not on a balance beam. You have space between your feet. And when you're ready, lift your chest. High lunge. So again, feel free to move a little bit in your posture, settle in, see what's happening with your balance today. Get really active in your back foot, like you're lifting your right heel as far away from your mat as possible. And then bend into your front knee. And this might be a big stretch in front of your right hip. Know that you could always add a little bend to your back knee, maybe take some sensation out. Option to reach your hands up. Inhale. Exhale, open arm twist. Reach your right hand forward, left hand back. Inhale, exalted warrior. Reach your right hand up. Left hand comes to your back leg or to your low back. And again, this can be done grounded just like we did earlier. Press through your right big toe and your left heel. Squeeze your inner thighs together. Inhale. Exhale, warrior 2. Spiral your back foot flat. Open your arms wide. Settle in, Virabhadrasana 2 on this side. So we take those transitions really slow. Don't feel rushed or hurried. If you take slower than me, that's fantastic. Really give yourself time to care about your foundation, and then bring your awareness up from there. Open your chest like you're getting wider through your torso. Maybe gaze over your left middle finger. Really active and stable in your legs. Inhale, reverse warrior. Reach your left hand up. Maybe turn your gaze to your back foot or up to the ceiling, a little bit more balanced challenge. You can add that extra side bend. Really feel the stretch through your left side body, but keep your left knee open. Keep the bend in your knee. Inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Bring your hands to your mat. Step your back foot in. However it gets there, we'll all meet. Forward fold. You could add a little bend in your knees, maybe ragdoll. Just release over your legs. So we are offering up our Metta meditation to someone that presents as challenge as we are in the peak or more challenging sequence or portion of our practice. No coincidence there. I invite you to stay with it. It can take effort. It can take work. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, chair pose, Utkatasana. Exhale, forward fold, Uttanasana. Inhale, halfway lift, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, step your left foot back. Low lunge, set up your foundation first. Inhale, high lunge, lift your chest, take your time, big breath in. Exhale, open arm twist. Hold your legs, open your chest to your right. Inhale, exalted warrior, reach your left hand up, big lunge. Exhale, warrior two. Spiral your back foot flat. You have time. Make any adjustments to your stance. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, lunge. Step your right foot back. Inhale, high lunge. Exhale, open arm twist. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, warrior two. Now inhale, reverse, pardon me. Exhale, forward fold, Uttanasana. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, chair pose, Utkatasana. Exhale, forward fold, Uttanasana. Breathe. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step your left foot back. Inhale, high lunge. Exhale, open arm twist. Inhale, exalted warrior, any degree. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step your right foot back. Inhale, high lunge. Exhale, open arm twist. Inhale, exalted warrior. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, reach your hands high, stand tall, reach up. Exhale, hands to your heart. A few moments here. Recognize how you feel through that challenge, through that effort. May you be happy, may you be healthy, may you be safe, may you be peaceful and at ease. Now, I invite you to think of someone that you have love for. And again, maybe it's through the lens of the LGBTQ community, maybe as somebody close to you. And as you visualize this person clearly in your mind, dedicate this next section. May you be happy, may you be healthy, may you be safe, may you be peaceful and at ease. We'll do just a little bit of balancing, tree pose, vrikshasana. So balance on your right leg, bend your left knee and open it wide. Place your left foot anywhere on the inseam of your right leg. And as you settle into vrikshasana, we'll be here for a little bit, about 7 to 10 breaths. So know that a wall for support or a chair might be really helpful. And I invite you to just find an expression here with your arms that serves your balance, serves how you're feeling. Maybe focus on finding space in your heart. All the while, feel rooted through your right foot. Engage your left glute. Feel open with your left knee. May you be happy. May you be healthy. May you be safe. May you be peaceful and at ease. And for a few more breaths, maybe you feel wobbly, maybe you've already fallen out. All of that is okay. Find your version of this pose, whatever it looks like right now. Inhale, fill up. Exhale, slow, slow, slow. Lower your left foot down. Take a moment. Equal standing pose. We'll switch sides. Vrikshasana, tree pose. Balance on your left leg. Open your right knee. And start like you're drawing energy up from the earth. So you're not just sagging into your left hip. It's not swaying out wide. You're actively drawing energy up. And then find the placement with your right foot anywhere on the inseam of your left leg. General rule of thumb is to avoid the knee. We don't want the knee to bend sideways. So above or below works best for most bodies. And as you settle into this posture, into your arm variation here, find your focus, your intention, your dedication. May you be happy, may you be healthy, may you be safe, may you be peaceful and at ease. Inhale. Exhale, slowly lower your right foot down. Inhale, reach your hands high, stand tall. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, downward facing dog. It might feel nice to kind of stay here for a little bit. You could start to reach your heels closer toward your mat. Feel a big stretch through your backs of your legs. Inhale, shift forward, high plank. Exhale, lower slowly through chaturanga all the way down to your belly. I'm going to offer up a big stretch for the chest and shoulders. So know that this exact posture can be done against a wall. So it takes out the weight-bearing portion. And if you're near a wall, I invite you to try that, especially if your shoulders are feeling sensitive. Extend your right arm out, palm down in line with your right shoulder. Left hand is under your left shoulder. And you're going to start to peel your chest open to your left, and you can add a little kickstand, like your left toes are behind your right knee. From here, it might feel good to point your left knee up toward the ceiling. If you feel really bendy tonight, maybe both knees point up to the ceiling, but be mindful of what's happening in your shoulder. So you can find a little stretch there. You can start to kind of grip with your right fingertips or press down to add sensation. Maybe your left hand reaches up toward the ceiling or back toward your right hand. Inhale. Exhale, lower down, slowly. We'll do that on the other side. Bend your right hand under your right shoulder, extend your left arm long. So if you were standing at the wall, the ground is like the wall you're pressed up against. And then slowly start to peel your chest open. And as you do, point your right knee up toward the ceiling, and your right knee can kickstand behind your left toes. Pardon all my adjusting. And really start to press down with your left hand or find a little grip with your fingertips. Right hand can kind of stay propped up out in front of you. You could even add a little press to encourage, but all the while just pay attention to the stretch in your shoulder. Maybe both knees point up. Inhale. Exhale, slowly lower down. We'll stay in a belly down shavasana for just a few breaths, so you could pillow your hands under your forehead and breathe here. You could even find prayer hands. Bring the backs of your arms or your elbows to the ground, palms together. That might be a big stretch through your upper arms. And if your elbows are wide, to create space, I just invite you to bring them as close as possible. An internal rotation in the shoulders can add pressure, so just play around. And then bring your intention and awareness to a community, possibly just the LGBTQ community as a whole, maybe your friend group, your local resource center, and dedicate your Metta meditation, your loving kindness to them. May you be happy, may you be healthy, may you be safe, may you be peaceful and at ease. Slowly make your way out. Maybe you press back into a child's pose, a big stretch. Eventually, we'll meet Paschimottanasana, seated forward fold. So as you find your way in a seat, option to sit on a blanket or fold your mat over for a little bit of height. And as you sit tall, maybe having your prop or strap nearby can be handy. Flex your toes up toward the ceiling, really root your sit bones down into the earth, the ground. Draw your navel up and in, find your tall spine. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, fold. And as you do, hands might come to shins, your feet. Stay long through your spine as you bring your belly closer to your legs. If you're using a strap, you just thread it under the soles of your feet. Use your bicep strength to bring your chest toward your toes. A few more breaths here. May you be happy, may you be healthy, may you be safe, may you be peaceful and at ease. And slowly make your way onto your back. You could keep your heels digging into your mat or add a bend to your knees. You could take it slow or come back on your forearms or your palms and then lower all the way down. Once you arrive on the back, it might be nice to just windshield wiper your knees side to side. You can open your arms wide like a T. The next time both of your knees point to your left, stay here. Move into your spinal twist. Keep your shoulders grounded. Option to bring your left ankle to your right thigh. Twisted root. You could take any other variation of a twist. Stay with your breath. And then with both feet grounded, offer a sway or side to side. And when both knees point to your right, settle in. Spinal twist on this side. Again, shoulders are grounded. So This allows us to feel the twist, not just a big sensation from the hips, but in the tight spaces in our upper back. Maybe turn your chin toward your left shoulder. And then point both knees up toward the ceiling. You could give your legs a hug and draw your thighs in. Maybe pick your forehead up to your knees. Inhale, get tight like a ball. Exhale, release. Shavasana. Your final resting pose. So maybe let your knees come together to touch. Constructive rest. Maybe extend your legs long. Palms can stay up as you work your shoulder blades closer together. And take time here in your final meditation. Maybe keep your perspective on a community. You would like to bring your attention back to your body, yourself, offering compassion, loving kindness, no matter what happened in your practice without judgment. You can draw back in. May I be happy. May I be healthy. May I be safe. May I be peaceful and at ease. Now hold space for just a couple minutes. If you've made it this far in your practice, please stay. Anytime you feel distracted, come back to your dedication, your meditation. Know that you can stay here as long as you like. Feel free to just press pause, stay in your meditation. If you are ready to be guided out, move gentle, extra slow circles in your wrists and ankles. Maybe point and flex your feet. We'll meet in a comfortable seat. However you choose to get there, you could take a big full body stretch. Maybe roll to a fetal position. I invite you to keep your eyes closed or your gaze soft and down. And arrive seated. Find your tall spine. Press your hands together at heart center. Remember, it's the choices you make that define who you are far more than your abilities. Thank you for choosing to practice your yoga. Lift your thumbs to the center of your forehead, your third eye. We'll close with one final collective breath. Inhale. Exhale. Thank you so much. Again, my name is Casey, and I believe that our yoga practice and meditation can be powerful techniques to help us build compassion, a sense of peace with our bodies, potentially with others. But sometimes we need more. We need support. We need help. And if you aren't familiar, you should check out Fearless Femme 100. And they offer free queer and BIPOC counseling. And we will share the links in the description below. So feel free to check them out. Also, their GoFundMe will be listed below. So if you'd like to fund other people having access to this wellness, that's a great organization to check out. Thank you.